Hey everyone, how you doing? Sorry, I'm just looking down at my phone. I've been recording this morning and I've just got loads of notifications come forward. So I'm playing catch up. I've got 8 Twitter and they're all messages or notifications, 9 Facebook, 7 emails. And like I keep saying, this is how my life becomes. Hey, how you doing everyone? It is Wednesday. Doesn't feel like Wednesday. Does it feel like Friday? Feels like a Friday to me. Hayden, Pixstar, Raptor, Gary, Michael D, Carapos. I think I saw Sergio, Russ as well. Great to have you guys. Hope you're all okay. And Mia, hey, I just saw your name. I don't know if you're still there, Mia, but I hope you had a great Christmas and I hope you're doing all right. Why did Elementor include a notes feature? Do you know what? I don't really know. I have to say, I think the notes feature in Elementor is one of the least liked features that they ever brought out. I don't think a lot of people went crazy for it, especially when there's other much better tools out there, right? There's much better tools out there, okay? Atrim being one of them, but there's other tools. Hey, hope you're all okay. So I just did a quick video today. And I'm just re-exploring the fact that I think a lot of the cover arts I put out on YouTube, I don't think they're very good because I've started reviewing why are we not getting many views on the videos? Why is it that people say, hey, they like what we do and all of this, but why is it whenever I put out a video, the view rate is like this, like really slow? I just need to re-explore the cover arts, I think, which is a shame. Because I think some of the cover arts are pretty good, but I think maybe I need to re-explore it. Hey, Darren. Hey, Sinan. How are you guys doing? Mate, Carapos. Who knows, right? But what I know is that when they brought out that notes feature, I remember it was around about that time that me and a few others, we were very critical over the features coming out. But since then, Elementor have upped their game, so I've got to give them credit where credit is due. So, you know, I think they're starting to have a bit more of a better think about what they're putting out there. So I think things can only get better, right? Cheer Raptor. I'm going to try and make them be a little bit better in a way, Raptor X. I don't know why. I've got to find a way of making them better. So I'm probably going to spend the rest of today, right? The rest of today after this live chat. I've got to edit a video. I've got to plan out some videos that I've got to do for the next week to help support Atrim out. And I've got a video that I wanted to do. I've made a note of it. No, I did the containers one, didn't I? I did that yesterday, yeah. And there's a few people in the Facebook, on the Web Squadron group on Facebook, that have made some requests where they go, oh, can I do a video on XYZ? So I need to have a look at what they're asking. Before I say, yeah, I definitely will do a video on it, because a lot of it does depend on, like, A, have I got the time? Sometimes people say to me, can you create a video on something? And they completely ignore the fact that I'm going to have to go away and research the problem, test it out, then do a video and all of that. And a lot of them just want it done for free, which is fine. I get that. But I also have to bear in mind kind of like, you know, what else do I have on with my time? Just checking out the comments. Hey, Adrian. Hey, Brian Harper. Pavel, how you doing? User super... Yeah, the thing is, though, Michael, right? This is very true. Like, Web Yoda. Have you all heard of Web Yoda? Like, if I was to go to his channel... I'm not going to go to his channel, but if you go to Web Yoda, he uses a female in his cover art. And what he also does is, in all of his videos... she's present in his videos for the first 20 seconds. So what he does is he talks about web design and how blah, 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 blah. And he always shows her kind of like she's having cocktails or she's getting in and out of a swimming pool and stuff like that. Because he knows that when you hover over YouTube cover art, you know you get a bit of the video playing when you hover over it. It's not playing from start. It picks a moment and it hovers on it. Well, it plays it, auto-plays it. It always auto-plays on those bits. It auto-plays on that bit. And it gets me really mad and annoyed. I have to tell you, I get really mad because his videos aren't that good. The way he explains stuff ain't that good. But his videos are hitting up 200, 300,000 views. Some of them are way over 1 million. All because he's got a picture of a female getting out of a swimming pool on his cover art. And she's present in the first 20 seconds of his video. And it annoys the life out of me that he is probably like, you know, just living off his YouTube probably. And he's happy as Larry. When was the last time Elementor released a stable feature? Ooh, good question. Good question. I'm going to say I don't know. Hey, Ruben. Extreme hip hop, been concentrating on bricks, even buying a course on it. Oh, really? You bought a course on it? No way. What, weren't my videos enough? Extreme hip hop. My videos should have been enough. Go on, tell us who the course was from. Was it Dave Foy's course? Where'd you get your course from? Yeah, but that's it, isn't it? Bring a gal with you. I mean, maybe I need to find if there are any females in Leicestershire that use Elementor or WordPress, and I need to get them on the live chats and stuff like that. Maybe I need to think about that. Maybe I should have done all of this 20 years ago when I lived with my friends in our university house. Maybe I should have done it then. Because then you would have loved it then. Hey Hazim, how are you doing? Why is Elementor so slow at developing? Well, I think they've sped up Carapos, and I would like to think in January or February, as we move towards Elementor version 4, I really hope that version 4 is like a big deal. I really hope we get some big... I mean, I've told them, and they haven't said yes or no to me, but I've got a feeling that I hope it happens. Post filter, WooCommerce product category filter as well, proper filters, right? If we can get that, seriously, right? If you can get filters with posts and products and all of that inside Elementor Pro without having to use another plugin, there'll be a lot of people that are very, very happy. How are you doing, Brian, by the way? How are you doing? Brian, I haven't one on the front. Brian gets the comment of the day. One on the front door and one on the back. Hot tub episodes. Yeah, that's what Web Yoda does though, right? That's what your Web Yoda does, which I don't like. Yeah, exactly. I know. I mean, yeah, but 22 years ago, or maybe I should get back in touch with them and go, hey, should we do a live chat where we just talk about what we used to get up to? It's very X-rated, so I can't talk about what we got up to. It's very X-rated. Okay, let me tell you now, it's very X-rated. Yeah, exactly, Sergio. Filters, conditions. If we can bring that in, the power would be amazing. Hey, Creator Louis, how are you doing? Not seen you for a while. Did you have a good Christmas? You know, are you filled up? I'm telling you what, right? I am proper filled up here, right? I'm proper filled up, and I'm going to be exercising on my bike later on. Rent a sports car on a load of fake. No, I can't do that. I can't do that, Raptor X. I can't be fake. I can tell you now, if I wanted to, right, okay, I could go out there and fake it and all of that, but I can't do that. Ajax, is that still a thing? Yeah, it is with filters. Some of the most popular filters are the ones with Ajax loading. You know, because you don't want the page to reload and all of that. But yeah, it is still a thing. You know, and people are still doing it. I'm just going to check some of the comments that have loaded through. Because some people have sent me comments that I have not replied to. So I'm just going to quickly double check some of them. Did anybody here get a present for Christmas that they really despise and hate? Did anyone here get a present you absolutely hate? There's got to be a present here that some of you got that you're going to think, I don't want. Why did someone buy me this? Why did they get it? Christmas in Australia. Excellent. Yeah, everything is well with my family. Well, I say well. So Raheem, obviously 7.5 years old, he's had a meltdown. He's been having more meltdowns more recently, more and more and more. And today he had a proper meltdown. And I've taken his Xbox and iPad away. I've literally unplugged it. I haven't just taken the control pad. I've taken the whole Xbox and his iPad away. And I've told him, I'm going to go live now, and depending on your behaviour, I will decide if you get one of them back. So it's for you to think about your behavior and how you behave. That will determine whether you get the Xbox or the iPad back. I probably will give him the Xbox, but I want him to behave. And so far, the last hour and a half, he has behaved, but I want another hour of good behavior. Oh, right, yeah, Fabrizio Van Marcio, yeah. Hey, to be honest, Extreme Hip Hop, all you got to do, yeah, is go and watch our Bricks 101 videos right from start to finish. The info is all there, and you will be fine. Don't make me take your Dorito. Hey, Andrew, long time no see. How are you, my dear friend? How are you, my dear friend? Excellent. Yeah, Brian, that keyword AI tool, it's quite neat, isn't it? I mean, it's a starter. But I think, you know, when you have a client who doesn't know what they want to go for, or even if you're writing blogs and you want to get ideas, I think it's a really neat little tool. Now, Creator Louis, what are the core differences between Bricks and Elementor? Okay, let me show you, okay? Let me show you, right? Let me show you. Just stay with me, okay? Stay with me, Louis. My main man, Louis. Right, just stay with me, Louis, okay? Right, some of the differences are the fact that you have a class system, number one, okay? So you have a class system which makes it easy. So what you can do is you can apply a class to a button or your H1 text or your H2 text and roll it through. It's really, really smooth and slick. The nestable tabs. So you know when you do tabs and accordion and carousels and all of that, sliders in Elementor, and you want to put custom... Every slide must look different. You stick a template in each one, right? You stick a template in each one. In Bricks, you can create it all on the same screen. I don't have to go and create 5 templates for 5 different unique slides for a slider. I can do it all in one go. The second thing, or the third thing is, you see this page? Look at this page, right? These are images. Images, images. Images, text, text, text. This page with Bricks is scored 98% on the mobile and 100% on the desktop. I can tell you now, if this was done with Elementor, right, this would probably be hitting 60 odd percent, maybe even a bit lower. Even though I've optimized custom loaded fonts, WebP images, all of this stuff, it is still going to hit a bit. Right? This was Bricks Builder, okay? And this is hitting 98% on the mobile, even though it wasn't even properly mobile optimized. I only optimized the hero banner bit. Everything else was not optimized in terms of mobile responsiveness. 98% on the mobile and 100% on the desktop without any optimization plugins. Just get your head around that for a moment. No optimization plugins. If I did that in Elementor, I can tell you now, without any optimization plugin, I've custom loaded the fonts, I've got WebP images, I've thought it all about. Okay. Carapos, someone here might be able to give you a much better non-bullshit answer than me. I'll give you a bullshit answer. They might give you a better one. Okay. And that difference... You know, you can build a simple website and then you're going to stick in like all this stuff to make it work. Optimization. The loop build, Elementor do have, the loop grid builder ain't bad. I've got to say, it's not bad, right? But the Bricks one, it's really good. The CSS class system. Look, my tip to you, Creator Louis, is you go and watch some of the Bricks 101 videos in the Bricks playlist. Okay, go and watch the one about the CSS class system. And you will love it. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, look at that. Kenneth and me, we're almost twins. Kenneth and me, we're like twins when you see our profile picture, right? We're almost like twins there. I think Kenneth has got more hair bow on the chin than me. I haven't trimmed though at the moment. Okay, let's just check some of the comments on here. Let me just check their comments coming in. Elementor user was so frustrated that every day he added a new widget. You're right. Nah, get out of here. Can you do a category slider with Bricks slider or carousel? I I think you could use the nestable slider to do a category slider, because what you would do is you would drop in an image, then you would drop in a link, and then that link would go to a URL, which is the URL for the category page of that particular category. So a nestable slider, I think, would work for you pretty well. The brick slider, use that because it's nestable, right? You drop your image in, you rearrange it, you do your layout, and how is that? How does Bricks work with ACF? It works fine. With Jet Engine, I don't know. I don't use Jet Engine. Crockablock were looking to do a full integration with Bricks. That has not fully happened yet. That's not fully happened yet. That is still on the cards. Well, I mean, I haven't tested out creating a fully dynamic one yet, Sergio. So that is something I'll stick on my radar. I'm not promising when I'll do it, but at some point I will have a look at that as well. Just checking some of the comments that have come in here. I've got to quickly check something. Someone posted a comment. So I've just got to quickly reply to someone down here. Why did Elemental get banned from the solar system? What is this? What are you doing, Carapace? Why did Elemental get banned from the solar system? Because its widgets were causing too much gravitational pull on your What? Where are we going with this? But yeah. Do you know something? Guess what I was doing last night? What do you think I was doing last night? What do you think I was doing last night? And I haven't got the answer, by the way, but what do you think I was doing last night? I'm going to let you guys run with your imagination. What do you think I was doing last night? Come on. What do you think I was doing last night? I mean, yeah, I agree with what Brian is saying there, sliders and carousels and all of that. But I suppose if you're using it just to show off the product categories, it could work for you. But then I would say, have you got enough categories to justify it? And sometimes with just a clever layout can be better than saying, right, now you've got to do all of this. Now you got to do all of this, sliding your hand left and right to get to what you want to see, which can be a bit, right. Okay, before we go any further with the comments, I was looking at AI movie making and I could not find a good answer. I really, really, really want to make this a movie all about web designers that have been abandoned on a space station orbiting the planet Uranus. No, Michael, I've already kind of got the script kind of roughly-ish sorted out. But so, Michael, you were on the right path, actually. You actually were on the right path. So actually, what I was doing was I spent about 4 hours trying to find how could I create an AI movie. I don't need the script I would write myself. But how could it be done? Because at the moment, there are methods, but they require either shitloads of money, shitloads of expertise, or you're going to struggle to get consistency. And no, Brian, I can't show that message. I saw that one. I can't show that one. YouTube just highlighted and goes, are you sure you want to show what Brian said? I've gone, no, we can't show that. But no, Brian, that wasn't last night. And so I'm trying to find what is the simplest, easiest way to do it with creating an AI movie. And by the way, this movie isn't going to be one of these short 5-minute movies. I want to create a full-blown 90, 100-minute movie. I want to create a proper movie. Uranus. But I'm sure one day when the right tool comes along, I will do it one day. Just don't know when. And I've got so much other stuff to get on with as well. I just hope all of you are still alive so I can say, hey, do you want to do a bit of casting? So, Ruben, someone can share a to-do list when you start a project. Yeah, Ruben, you need to go over here. You need to go to the Web Squadron let me show you it. So here's the list you're going to need, okay? Let me get it for you. You need this list over here. And I know you're probably going to say, but you don't want to buy it, but this is the list you need, Ruben. So here it is. Here is the list you need, Ruben. List is here. All right? You need to go and get that list there. That's why we created it. We created that list it was about end of it was now. End of December last year we created it. Because people were asking us about the same thing over and over and over again, right? That list is there. Take care, Crater Louie. Go and burn off that turkey and mashed potato, all right? Give your midriff a bit of a break. Actually, don't give it a break. Work on it. I'm not saying you have put on weight. I'm just saying work on it for whatever reason. Jim Farhad could be the villain leaving Magic. Oh, forget that. Psh, he ain't going to get a mention. In fact, no, what we could do is we could say that one person, for a stupid reason, decided to fly a ship into Uranus. We won't use the surname. We'll just say Jim. You know, Lieutenant Jim or Private Jim flew a spaceship into Uranus, a probe, and disappeared and was never seen again. So somewhere in Uranus is Jim. Melting away. Yeah, Crate Studio though, it's just like, the trouble is, Andrew, is I'm trying to find a way to do it with as least amount of work for me to create the images or the assets, you know, but you know, it takes time. Hey Zubair, how are you doing? Yeah, I agree, Brian. I do think, though, you know, categories. I think if you have like a Masonic or a masonry look or effect, or the way you lay it out, I think can look a whole lot better.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I think it can look a whole lot better than carousel. I'm not a fan of carousel because I feel like you either got to wait for it to slide, or you do that, or you do it and you click and it doesn't really go to where you want to go, and then you're messing around with it, which gets on my nerves. Hey Tara Kangas, how are you doing? And by the way, what are you all up to? You know, not just today, yesterday maybe. What are you up to? You know, have you got any projects that you're working on? Maybe you're having a quiet period during the Christmas break. Anyone got anything major coming up soon? You know, something that starts in the new year. We should be closing off one website that's well overdue. We should be starting another one, and we should have another one potentially coming on board as well if they make a decision over what they want, and if they're prepared to pay a bit more, because they are a multi-million-pound company. We built their first website. It's helped them do so much better. They now want another one, and our sister website to do something else that's related to the first one. They better be prepared to pay a little bit more for what they get, because I know they've got the income to support it. By the way, I did get asked by, I'm not going to mention who they are, except they are based in Dover, to have a look at their website. Let me explain it to you, okay? Let me explain it to you. I like what you wrote there, Michael. Suppository first mate Jim enters Uranus's atmosphere. Oh, he doesn't even get to the atmosphere. He dissolves before we even get there. So they currently have a website where which contains the details of lots of contractors. And hey Maddie, how are you doing, Maddie? Oh, by the way, Maddie, I haven't got back to answering your question, okay? I've been a bit up and down this morning with stuff, especially with my son not behaving. Anyway, this website in Dover, they want someone to take over the hosting and to rebuild the website, and they are willing to pay quite a substantial amount. My issue with it, though, is the hosting. And that substantial amount, it's a 5-year contract, by the way. It's a 5-year contract. When you split what they're prepared to pay, and I'm not going to say what they're prepared to pay, by the way. When you split it over 5 years, and then I work out the amount of dedicated time you're going to need to support this on a monthly basis, it just doesn't add up. And they, for me, would have to triple what they're asking to make it worthwhile and to carry the risk, because you have to also support their hosting. And I'm like, I don't like the risk attached to that. Links to ecom lander pages. We always send the user to a category page. That's absolutely true. Don't worry, Maddie. I've got to read it and I will get back to you later today, okay? When collaboration comes to Gutenberg, will I leave Elementor on bricks? Gutenberg has got to become much better before I start to even think about moving completely to that solution. Because at the end of the day, Sinan, you're still paying for a license, right? Gutenberg on its own is rubbish, isn't it? Right? Rubbish. You got to use an add-on like Quickly, Spectra, Generate Blocks, Generate Press, all of these. You got to use an add-on. So you're going to pay a license fee. So I'm looking at it and going, well, okay, what is the major benefit? I've already got Elementor. I've now got bricks, lifetime, never going to pay again. Woohoo, right? Why would I now go to Gutenberg unless the performance and the build and what you can do is amazing, right? And at the moment, it's not amazing, is it, at all? And that's the thing. It's just not. And that's the thing, you see. People have said, yeah, I'm using Gutenberg. Yeah, what are you using Elementor for? I go, what? Completely? And they go, no, I'm using Quickly. And I go, right, so you're paying for a license. Yeah, so what? And I'm going, well, you know, don't criticize another page builder if you're also still using like a premium for it. Yeah, exactly, Sinan. It starts to add up, doesn't it? So for me, if Gutenberg could become what all of these other page builders are without us having to still buy licenses, then yeah. But at the moment, it's like, you know, it's not there yet, isn't it? I don't think it's there yet. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Elementor is still going to be here for a pretty long period, right? They're going to be here for a while. Bricks is going to be here for a while as well. So yeah, I think they're pretty good things to use. Wow, Soul Esperanza, I just saw your comment. 20th anniversary as a web designer. Wow, you've been there right through. And where did you start off, and what do you use now? Did you start off with WordPress, or were you using, you know, other HTML solutions or methodology before? What were you using when you started off, and what are you using now? What's your tool of preference? So Brian's building Express Lanes product. Oh, okay. You did some work. Oh, no kidding, a Raptor. I just saw that. Not even a Merry Christmas or a thank you. Oh, man, Raptor, you need to ditch that client unless they're paying good money. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Sinan. I mean, it'd be lovely if we can get to a point where you can just use Gutenberg without having to get any other licenses for building it, because that would make it much more accessible for designers and clients, right? I mean, that is the one thing that it's always a difficult conversation. You speak to a client, they want you to build a website, and then you say, yeah, we've got to get a license. And they look at you and go, why do you need a license? You're going to build the website. And you have to explain to them, yeah, we build it, but we use like a mainframe, a system to help build it. Just like you still need to get WordPress, like you still need hosting, you know, all of that. We don't build your hosting. We don't build WordPress. That's, you know, everything's put on and we build onto it. And sometimes they get funny. They go, yeah, but you should be able to do it with code. Why do you need Elementor? What is this? What is Elementor? What is bricks? My website is nothing to do with construction. I'm a dentist. Why do I need bricks? You know, don't we have floss or filling? Why do we need this? And you have to clarify that. So if ever there was a point where you could have Gutenberg or even WordPress with the power, and that is the one thing that I've always found a little bit disappointing about WordPress. Why is it in 20 years evolution when they've evolved and they get really excited, hey, version 5, hey, version 6, you can do this, you can do that. None of the things they introduce are truly groundbreaking, are they? Tell me the last time WordPress did something that was really groundbreaking. It feels like they just add fudging, little tweaks here and there. Oh, every image will be lazy loaded. I don't want every image lazy loaded. Why'd you do that for? Some of the stuff they do is not truly groundbreaking, right? And you would have thought that after 5 years of seeing things like Bakery, Composer, Divi, Elementor, all these solutions coming out and about, they would have done something whereby they went, right, you know what? We've got Gutenberg, right? Let's now have a different way as well. Why don't we make it better, right? And yeah, absolutely, Sinan. Yeah, I saw that as well. I don't know if it was 5 years or what it was, but yeah, you might be right. But I just feel like 20 years, right? Come on, come on, and if they did it, there would be a much higher chance that we would get something that does not have shitloads of JavaScript in the background, loads of stuff going on. But it seems like, but then again, you see, they can see that there's other solutions out there that help to bring the traction into WordPress, because you've got to use WordPress if you want to use Bricks or Elementor or stuff like that. So they're probably going, well, why do we need to compete with them? We're quite happy doing our little thing and they've got their thing, and at the end of the day you're still going to be using WordPress. But yeah, I mean, the performance side of Gutenberg obviously is going to be better because what was I going to say, because obviously it's not loaded with too much JavaScripting, but then that's sometimes the limitation with Gutenberg, isn't it? WordPress needs to have its own built-in reliable builder. Yeah, I would love to see them do it. However, you are right, Carapos. I just find, though, that with Gutenberg, there's a bit more effort. And sometimes when I'm working on a website, you want to kind of, when you're sorting out, right, I've got to work on this website and I've got to do this change and I've got to revise this and whatever. You start to work out the timing. And hey, let's not talk about it all the time, right? But if they could make it better, there'd probably be a lot of us that would consider it. Tahao Kangas has actually hit the nail on the head. So the main reason why I don't go for Gutenberg is exactly what he has said. I can easily train up anyone to use Elementor. I can just about train someone up with Bricks. However, I'm a bit worried that they might break or mess up the class system or something like that, so I don't like to do that. Gutenberg, for me, is the most least friendly solution to pass over to a client, because it's just, the interface is ugly. I know so many people that go, hey, it's really, really cool, right? I mean, yeah, and absolutely, Gutenberg is much better than hand coding. And some people have said that, whenever there's a new update, it's a little bit better. But the interface, which is why some of the Gutenberg add-ons don't get me excited. Like, was it Quickly? No, not Quickly. One of them. Which one was it? I can't remember which one it was, but one of the add-ons was, it just looked like Gutenberg. The whole interface, the whole editing, the whole, like, when you click on an image, then you got to click here, then you got to drag and then change it. Even when you want to do text, the whole interface just feels dated. Massively, massively dated. But hey, that's Gutenberg, and we're not hating on Gutenberg. We're just saying I would love to see it improve. Drupal costs us 40 hours of training the client to use it. Nah, and that's the reason, Brian, why you don't want to do Drupal. or Magento, whatever it is. Christian, how are you? Does it mean that 2023 page builders are not dead? Of course not. Let me tell you now, all of these videos that say page builders are dead are bullshit. It's clickbait. It's trying to make you think, right? None of these page builders are dead. WordPress is not dead. Elementor is not dead. Divi is being redone and rebranded. It's not dead. Visual Composer is not dead, surprisingly, but it's not dead. It's still out there. Bakery. People are still putting their websites into an oven and watching it burn. There you go, WP Bakery. You're going to burn your website. That's what you do. But we've got all this stuff, breakdance. Ugh, enough said about that, right? Bricks, loads of stuff. But it is just clickbait. WordPress is dead. Page builders are ending. It's crap, it's really crap. What I find funny about some of those videos, right? You know what's really funny about some of those videos, if you go and watch them, where they say page builders are dead or whatever. Inside the video description, they have affiliate links for Elementor and Divi, Oxygen, whatever, loads of stuff. They got affiliate links in there. And you sort of go, right? Page builders are dead, but make sure you get this Elementor affiliate link, right? Hey, John. Yeah, no, I don't think Bricks has retired Elementor. I think Elementor's, the little improvements they've done have been great. And I think what it is I know for a fact there will be many people that won't go near Bricks because you got to think a bit more. Right? Elementor, you don't need to think so much, which makes it great for handing over to clients. When you hand over an Elementor website to a client, you know that within an hour, you just have to have a video call, 1 hour video call, and they'll be fine. They'll get it. They'll be happy. They'll get it. How'd you update your products? How'd you do this? Here's your templates for your header footer. Watch out for this. Watch out for that. Regenerate when you need to. Boom, boom, boom. And you are seriously absolutely happy. And I think page builders are going to be here for a long time. There's always going to come a point where we have to evolve, right? I was 100% Elementor. Now I also have Bricks in my back pocket. Maybe one day when WordPress sort out Gutenberg, so we don't have to go for add-ons, I might start using that as well. That's a long way to go yet, right? And there may be another solution. I mean, this year. Well, it was last year, wasn't it? Bricks and all that. But this year, in 2022, there has been so much more solutions coming out. A lot of the page builders that you see on AppSumo are absolute rubbish. Why would you spend $60, $70 on an unproven page builder? On AppSumo, there's loads of them. They're not proven. What are you doing? There's no community. You don't even really, there isn't even a proper Facebook page. There's nothing out there. Why would you do it? But then we had Breakdance. And Bricks moved up a level as well. And Elementor even moved up. They started redoing stuff like the loop grid. Thank God we got that. Forget the notes, the loop grid. Divi are going to redo their entire back end and front end. So the 2022 was a amazing year for page building, right? And with the latter part of the last, I would say, you could almost say for the whole of the year, but the last 6 months for AI is right. We had Birth for AI come out last year. There's other AI tools coming out, okay? Mid-Journey, all of that. tinywow.com that you can use for generating paragraphs and posts and ideas and stuff. ChatGPT. AI is ridiculously scary as to where we were a year or two ago to where we could be by the end of next year. Is AI gonna create the perfect website? No. You still need human interaction. You still need humans to dictate, arrange, and create things. AI will give you the idea. Just like when you use Birth for AI or any other text generator, it gives you stuff, right? It gives you stuff. You still have to, tooth comb it, fine tooth comb it, go through it. What you're going to keep, what you're not going to have, what you're going to rejig and change, you're still going to have to do that. Just like with a website, you still have to tweak it to work. AI can't do all of that. And I can tell you now, there's a tool that I tested yesterday, and I've done a video that will come out next week, where you can take a wireframe, right? Okay, in fact, the wireframe was better than this, because I did it on a whiteboard and then took a screenshot. It takes a wireframe image, like that, a scribble, and it creates a page. The trouble is, though, the page it creates is... right? But it allows you to jig it around, so not all is lost. But that's the point I'm making. Even though I made it look like that, it made it look like that. It had the pieces, but it was a bit all over the place. So human fingers, right? Your fingers and your mouse, this is probably going to blind you now with the blue. Yeah, look at this. I use a Microsoft mouse with my Mac. Because this mouse, when I had my Surface Pro, is nice. Mac, I don't know why, but Apple mouses, I don't find them that nice. I don't know why. It's the bulge over there is just... That's a nice bulge. Okay, just reading the comments coming in. Hate affiliate videos. I do have an affiliate link for Elementor, Bertha, and I think I got SiteGround as well in my video descriptions, but I do not force it on you. I do not go, hey, click that and you're going to get 10% off. I don't do that. Breakdance at the moment, right, yeah, is not getting the support from... I can tell you now, Breakdance is not going to be getting the support from a lot of people, influencers. And I'm not going to name them, but I can tell you now... I'm not going to tell you the names, right? I'm not going to tell you the names. Right. That's eight WordPress, Elementor, and whatever influencers that you have probably watched videos over. And let me tell you now, we do talk... In fact, no, it's 9. Sorry, it's 9. Behind the scenes, we do talk. A lot of us talk. In secret, we talk. Okay? We're not going to support breakdance at all. And it is literally... We've all been honest, we would love to, but the PR and the social marketing by the CEO makes us go, no, we are not doing that. Yeah, it does. Hey, Jake, it is like, it's a nice arse. It's like going, oh, I want to stroke that mouse. There you go. You can take that sound bite. Just checking the comments coming in. Michael is trying to migrate a Divi website to Elementor. Yeah, you start from scratch. I would honestly say, Michael, you're better off starting from scratch. Okay? You're better off doing that. Divi to redo their backend. Uranus, absolutely. What's the best hosting you use or recommend to your client? I go for SiteGround, Ahmed. Now, depending on your geographical location, you may or may not have SiteGround available to you, but then you need to have a think about where is your client based. If your client's in America or UK, SiteGround, even Europe, right? 20i is good as well. Some people like Kinsta. It's a very open-ended question because a lot of it will depend on how many visitors do you think the client's website is going to get? How much storage do they need? Are they going to have any sister websites, so you're going to need space for subdomains or staging sites and stuff like that? It's a very open-ended question. And I would say, do they need email accounts? So think about that. What you got to look at is evaluate what are they going to have or need, and then what solutions are there. But I strongly recommend SiteGround to a lot of my clients because their tech support is brilliant, and I don't have to be there always providing tech support to them. And I get them to buy the hosting. I don't sell on now. I don't do a reseller. If I resell and there's a problem with the hosting, they contact me, I have to sort it out or speak to SiteGround. Now I tell them to buy it themselves with SiteGround or whoever. So if there is a problem, they have to go to SiteGround, not me. I'm not offering a maintenance package for your hosting, because fixing a hosting problem can go from 5 minutes to 5 hours. You know what I mean, right? Email's completely gone down, website's completely gone down, whatever's going on, something crazy. It becomes your problem. And if you want to do it, I mean, Andrew says VPS. I'm honestly not skilled enough to do that. That's why I don't do it. Because I prefer to do creative stuff. Websites, videos, all of that kind of thing. Hosting, not my cup of tea. So I would say, if you want to do it, do it. If you want to resell, do it. But sometimes, pick a hosting provider who are good with their tech support and their customer service. I hear people talk about how rubbish SiteGround were, but I've never had a problem with them. I know loads of people that have never had a problem. And sometimes I wonder, well, maybe it was the problem you gave them, or I don't know how it was approached. I don't know what the communication was. But I know I can hand a client off to SiteGround, and if there's ever an issue, it will get sorted out. A tool that looks at a website and gives you the key colors that you should use. Bet there is one. Yeah, John. To be honest, John, what you could use is Canva. You could use Canva, and that will identify the colors for you. Can I show John what I'm talking about, by the way? Let me just show you, John, right? Let me go to canva.com, right? And let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to come back to your point, John, in a moment. Bulges, breakdowns, nice product. Just reading the comments. Sorry if I'm a bit late on reading what everybody has written. SiteGrounds, yeah. Michael still does hosting. I like. Okay, right. Let me just go over here, right? Let me just show you. So this is John's question about colors on a website, okay? This, for me, is a really, really cool way of doing stuff, right? Okay, so let me create a design. Let me create a custom design. Let's just go with 1920 by 1080, okay? Something like that, right? Now, give me a website. Somebody give me a website. Give me a website name. Give me a website so that we can go and get the colors for it. Give me a website. Idea Spot provides videos. And what is ITZD? Idea Spot. What is this, Andrew? What is Idea Spot? Is it a hosting solution? Can you clarify that, Andrew? Can you clarify that? Okay, let's just go and pick a website. Let's go for... what should we go for? I can't think of a website. Give me a website, somebody. Oh, you know what? Let's just go for bricks, right? Let's just go for bricks builder.io. Right, let's go for bricks. Okay, so I'm just going to minimize this page. Okay, so actually, no, we'll expand it because there's not much going on here. Right, let me get a screenshot of this page, right? Let me go like this. And we're going to get a screenshot of this page, right? Capture it, stick it in my clipboard like that. Right, back over here. Now I'm going to drop that page into Canva, okay? So I've dropped the page into Canva, right? I've dropped it in, the screenshot. I'm now going to click anywhere here off the image, not on the image, off the image. Now when I click over here, I click the color palette wheel. Look here, it's giving me the colors. It's giving me that color. I mean, what is that? It's giving me that color, which isn't even white. In fact, let me just do this properly, okay? Let me get rid of that. Let me just create some squares. Square. Let's just do that, right? So look, there's the colors. Okay. Oh, I've done this in a stupid way. Wait, I've made it too big, right? So that's white. So let's just pop these down here, down here, down here, and paste again. And we'll go with just over here as well. So this color here, when I click on the wheel, look, that is not white. There's a slight off-white. We've got this color here, we've got that color there, and we've got the yellow. There's my color scheme. In fact, this has got a slight color there, so let me just give it a border. That's not white. In fact, hey, Claudius, how you doing? Yeah, take care, Raptor. Okay, take care. You take it easy. Pumping iron time. You take it easy. So, Claudius, there is consistent time, and I scheduled them in. So if you go to the YouTube channel, they are scheduled in Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the last 4 weeks now. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's at this time, midday. Tuesday and Thursdays at 4 p.m. UTC. And if you go to our channel, you'll see tomorrow and Friday's live chats. They are now scheduled. So if you go to our YouTube channel, go to videos. If you are subscribed, you'll see them there. Thursday and Friday, they are scheduled in. So what this, I mean, you could use a color dropper as well. But what's really cool about this is it literally automatically just picks up the colors and gives me the colors. So I can click it and I've got the hex code over there. And you could do this with any websites. Let's go and prick another one. Give me another website. Give me another website. Think of another website. What should we go for? Think of another website. What should we go for? Give me an idea, someone. Give me another idea. Give me another idea. Give me another website. I can't think of one. What's going on with me? I can't think of one. I'm struggling actually to think of one. I'm really struggling to think of one. What is it? I cannot believe this. I am really struggling to think of a good website. I'll tell you what. Let's go with Avatar, Way of the Water, right? We'll go for Avatar, Way of the Water. They must have a website, haven't they? Have they got a website? They must have one. Avatar. All right, here we go. Avatar.com, right? So let's go to Avatar Way of the Water website. Right, I am now going to take a screenshot of that, capture that. Let's go over here, save to clipboard. Let's go over here, get rid of that image. Paste this one in, like that. So the image is pasted in. Now when I click here, okay, I click there, I click on the color. Oh no, it's still thinking about it. Oops, sorry. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. It's because I've got too many colors on there. Just wait a minute. Let it think about the color scheme. All right. Yeah, Pepsi Max though. That would have been a bit obvious, right? Can you see the Pepsi Max behind me? You probably can't. It's just over there. It's just behind there. Anyway, no, Jake, I just saw what you wrote and YouTube said, "This. Do you want me to show this?" And I've gone, no, we're not going to show that. So if I click over here and I now click on it, look, there's the color scheme. That's not exactly the same blue, if I'm honest, but it is pulling out images and colors there. But maybe if I was to crop this like something like that, let's go with that. Let's now see what the color scheme is now. So what it will do is it picks up the image and it tells you what the colors are. So if I go here now, oh, I probably got to redo it again. Hold on. I probably got to redo it again. Sorry. Oh no, hold on. It's picking up the whole image even though I cropped it. Yeah. So what I should have done is, let me just get rid of that. Let me go over here. Let me just crop this bit of the image. Let's just get that right. Let's just capture that. Save to clipboard, over to Canva, stick it in, and let's expand on that, and let's see what it gives me there for now. So you can use a color dropper. You know, you can use a color dropper, but what it will also do is, look, there you go. Look, we've got the colors. So we've got that blue. In fact, I'm just going to crop this a bit. I'm going to just crop it like that so we get to see how much it blends in. Look. That's blending in pretty nicely there, isn't it? If I just do this so we chop off a lot of the words so we can see how much can you see it blend in there, right? We've got that blue as well, so it's picking up a bit of the blue. We've got another colour there, so it's picked it up somewhere else. And then we got that as well, which picks up the darker colour. So you're getting, like, you've even got the off-white colour as well. So you're getting the shades of blue from Canva. And I think that's pretty damn goddamn bloody hypochondriac, blasphemously brilliant. You know, you can use a color dropper. You are absolutely right, Maddie, but this takes out so much of the... I mean, how easy was that? I just took a screenshot of a little bit, dumped it in, and it's given me the hex codes. Do you know what I mean? Look, I even did it for you know, when I was doing the website with the what was it? When I was doing the website for what was it? The yeah, here you go. It's this website. This, you're gonna see this website on Friday. I took a logo of an image, waited a little bit, and then I clicked on here, and look, it gave me the colors. It gave me the colors picked up from the image. There's my palette. It's literally given me my palette, right? Kaboom, like that. How stupendously cool is that? And I even did it for, I think it was one of these images here as well. You take this image here. I'm just going to crop out a little bit there. You take this image here. You click over here. And it now generates the color schemes or the, you know, correspond. I mean, that's not so good. I think a lot of it's a bit too murky, but it is a super, super cool, like, ridiculous way of how you can take an image. So let's say this is going to be the image for your hero banner or the branding of a logo, whatever. You click it and look, ooh, look at that. We're getting the colors that you can now use on your website. And it's that part of Canva is free. You don't even have to pay for Canva to do that. That is free. You could go away and do it. Hey, don't forget to hit like if you've not hit like already. We're not getting a lot of likes at the moment. Our likes are suffering. We're suffering. Our likes are suffering. You know, I don't know what I've got to do. Do you want me to do this naked or something? You know, do you want me to wave something at the camera? What do you want me to do? But yeah, please do hit like. Yeah, I mean, it's the screen cap the Canva palette and use it. Yeah, well, that's it. That is literally it, Michael. That's what I do. So sometimes I will literally go in here, click them, get the hex code, boom, 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 go and add them in, whatever, you know, and you've got your colors. You know, I mean, I could even take like this image over here. This is a mid-journey image, by the way. Okay, we could take an image like that. You click there and boom, it gives you your color scheme. I mean, I could sit here all day, bloody long, right? And just keep going, right, let's create the colors. Yeah, look at that. We've got our red. It's not exactly the same because it's picking up a different shade and it's picking it up more from here. But you're getting the color scheme, right? That's not even a black. It's a more of a purpley black there, but it fits the scheme. So when you're trying to speed things up, you know, you can either take your time. I mean, here's the trick, right? You might be charging the client to sort out their color palette. You take a hero banner image or their logo, you create it. You don't have to tell them it took you 2 minutes. You decide on the time it takes. You might say, yeah, we've got to do this. We've got to analyze it and get the color, whatever. That's up to you. That's up to you how you explain it, right? But it is one of the neat tricks and tools of Canva that I think is totally unrespected that you should explain. Right, look everyone, okay, I've been live for 58 minutes. You now have your 2-minute warning. Why did I put my hands over there? You have a 2-minute warning because I need to go check my son, check he's still alive. I know he's alive, but I need to just check he's been well behaved and he might get his Xbox back. But only if he has been well behaved. Okay. So I've got to make sure he's been well behaved because it's pretty important that he kind of sorts his act out and gets on with things. Yeah, do you know something though? Sometimes Canva SVG is a bit of a pain in the ass. Sometimes I export and it doesn't export properly. But sometimes it does, and I think what Andrew is saying is actually a good methodology, which is edit in vector program. Well, was that my bottle then? I just heard a whizzing noise. Yeah, but what you do is you would export as a PDF and then edit in a vector program. Did you guys hear this weird sound? It came from here. It was like a rush of gas. Actually, that's still got fizz in it, which is quite weird. I made this about 3 hours ago. No, not 3 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. Okay, look, everyone, I'm going to say take care. I've probably got another video coming out later on today about Mid-Journey AI and all of that stuff. I'm going to go and jump on my bike now. Have a bit of a deeper think about some of the cover art I've got. But also got to edit a couple of videos. I might do another one which focuses on the Canva palette system because a lot of people weren't aware of that. But yeah, exactly, Brian. You don't tell them how long it took. But if this is going to make your life easier, why wouldn't you want to use it? Just like, why wouldn't you use Content AI if it helps you generate words and posts and stuff like that? I would never tell them how long it takes. But you just tell them, yeah, we're going to do this, and there's a cost attached to it. Either you tell us the colors, and it has to be a hex code, right? I want the hex code, thank you very much. Or we do it for you, and there's a cost attached to it, and you break it down in your price breakdown plan. This is... This is a sparkling spring water, and inside of here, there's about this much of Pepsi Max Soda Stream. Ta-da! £4.50 for this. Let me just pop this back over here like that. And it is pretty tasty. Right, look, everyone, I'm going to jump off now. Take care, Maddie. I will get back to you. Thank you, everyone, for best platform for beginners, Elementor, Sharaf, WordPress, Elementor, and the Web Squadron video channel. Sharaf, if you keep doing that, I'm going to have to block you. Sharaf, do that one more time and you get blocked. You get blocked from the channel. Right, Sharaf, you're blocked. Sorry, mate. You are now hide user. You're blocked. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. Right. Sorry, Sharaf. If you were, you're now. You are now. You are gone. Sorry, mate. Maybe you enjoyed watching my videos. Maybe you loved being part of this channel. But you know what? You're unfortunately. You're gone, Sharaf. Goodbye. I hope you find another YouTube channel who gives you wonderful videos, a bit like me, and you give them all the love you want to give them. Right, take care, everyone. Catch you all soon. I'll see you tomorrow, later time. If you're not sure about the times, go and look at our YouTube channel. You'll see the schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The times are now consistent with what we do. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye.